Thanks. Cause of death for former Price is Right host Bob Barker has been revealed. His death certificate says it was Alzheimer's disease. Western Mass News reporter Reagan Locree joining us live in studio after speaking with a local doctor about recent breakthroughs in Alzheimer's research. Reagan.
Yeah, Chris, based on his death certificate, Bob Barker had been battling the disease for a number of years until August 26, when he passed away at age 99. The doctor I spoke with tells me age is the biggest risk factor for Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. And as the population lives longer, the risk increases. But a recent breakthrough in research may signal a light at the end of the tunnel.
There's always hope.
The recent death of longtime game show host Bob Barker has many people talking, especially now that the cause of death has been revealed as Alzheimer's disease. Although Barker was able to live just under a century, dementia is something many fear no matter what age. However, recent scientific breakthroughs may help ease your mind. A new study led by scientists at Oregon Health and Science University found for the first time that a form of cell death known as ferroptosis, caused by a buildup of iron in cells, destroys microglia cells, a type of cell involved in the brain's immune response. In cases of Alzheimer's and vascular dementia, they found the destruction of these cells may lead to cognitive decline.
There are many pieces of the process of how cells die, and our current treatments focused at here in the point in the process, and now maybe this will give us options to look at if we can intervene with how cells die, for example, at this point in the process. So that's what's exciting about it.
Dr. Stuart Anfang, Vice Chair of Psychiatry at Bay State Health in Springfield, explains to Western Mass News, although this breakthrough could take research in a different direction, it's important to note that it will not have an immediate clinical impact on diagnosis or treatment at this time.
There is much, much more work to be done to translate a basic science breakthrough into something that might be clinically relevant in terms of treatment. And that could take years and years for that to happen.
However, just this year, a new drug was approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to treat early onset Alzheimer's. The drug targets a different part of the process in which cells are killed, leading to Alzheimer's or different types of dementia. Dr. Anfang says the medical industry has known for decades amyloid plaques were associated with Alzheimer's disease, and after years of research, they were able to come up with a drug to target them.
And the thought is that if you could prevent the amyloid plaques or get rid of the amyloid plaques, that would change the process of Alzheimer's disease. It was early in the process of Alzheimer's. So if you had already progressed to, say, a moderate level of Alzheimer's, these medicines probably don't have much impact at that point. There's been too much damage done. But if we could identify patients much earlier in the process who are having these amyloid plaques, and who are in those sort of early stages, and if we could identify them and initiate this kind of treatment, that would be a big game changer in terms of the management of the condition, because you'd be able to sort of impact the course of the illness early on in the process.
Bob Barker's death certificate also lists high blood pressure, hypothyroidism, and high cholesterol as contributing factors to his death. In addition to early intervention, Dr. Anfang says keeping your body healthy will also help keep your brain healthy. He also suggests keeping your brain active to prevent cognitive decline. Reporting live in studio, Reagan Locree for Western.